This episode is brought to you by Naked Fig Soap. Shop over a dozen handcrafted artisan soaps locally sourced and made in Arizona using the finest non-toxic intentional ingredients. Naked Fig Soap also offers facial care products along with accessories like soap dishes, soap saver bags, and more.
Visit their website at nakedfigsoap.com and use code DRUMMINGUP, all one word, for 20% off online orders. And that is the best place to find her now.
Yes.
She doesn't really have a storefront so much as she has
As of right now.
Yeah, as of right now,
Yes.
she has her products in certain locations,
Yes.
which again is the best place to find her is at her nakedfigsoap.com website.
Yes.
Or her socials. Instagram is a great spot to find her. Ask her any questions where she's going to be at like a farmer's market.
Yes.
You can find all that out. Or
But coming up, she's
Yeah.
moving to bigger and better opportunities.
Yes, absolutely. And we're very happy to hear that because,
Yes.
we just want to
She's
make
one
sure
of our
she's doing
favorite,
okay.
favorite companies.
Oh, yeah. Whenever we're getting low, we always place our order.
Yes.
And again, use that code drumming up,
Yes.
all one word, to get that 20% off discount.
For sure.
nakedfigsoap.com. It'll be in the show notes. We'll have her website. And then the best thing to do is from the website, go find her socials, follow her. That helps her. And by you doing that, it helps us because we know you're listening and we know you're buying her great products. She also offers tattoo care and everything too.
Yes,
so
she does.
just a ton of stuff that she does. It's all locally made and everything. So what was that website again?
That is nakedfigsoap.com.
Using code drumming
Drumming
up,
Up.
all one word, for 20% off at checkout.
Hi there, this is Julian of Gorad, and you are listening to Drumming Up Conversation. Hell yeah.
Drumming up conversation. Drumming up, yeah. Drumming up, yeah. Drumming up, yeah. Conversation. Drumming up, yeah. Drumming up, yeah. Drumming up, yeah. Conversation. Drumming up, yeah. Drumming up, yeah. Drumming up, yeah. Conversation. Drumming up, yeah. Drumming up, yeah. Drumming up, yeah. Conversation. Yeah.
Any fun?
All right. So today we are joined by Andrea and Roger from Afterdark Candle Company. How are you both doing today?
We're doing good.
Doing good.
Good.
Good. And
Thank you for being on the
Yeah,
show.
thank you for being on. We first saw you guys at the last Terror Trader event, the Sales from the Dark Side. And we talked to you a little bit. We got a couple things from you. And we just wanted to find out first, when did the candle making start?
I think it started back in 2018. Just for fun, I started ordering candle items off Amazon. And then I made candles for my son's first birthday. And then it kind of went from there.
Nice.
How did you learn how to make them?
So I would go on the candle websites. There's some big companies like Candle Science where you can learn information. And then I would also go on YouTube. At the start, there's only like a couple YouTubers that taught candle stuff, and now there's a ton.
Yeah.
And then just on websites with other candle makers.
Is it pretty tedious?
But yeah, our daughter and I have tried to make a few just for around the house, and it's a hard, long process. So how do you do it in such a big scale?
Yeah, it is a lot of work. It is a big process. Like Roger knows that we have to plan ahead of having time for it. And I use soy wax, which is a more natural wax. So it does require a two-step process of pouring and poking holes to ensure there's no air pockets. And I have lots of mistakes that I've done, still always learning. But yeah, I know I have Mad Monster coming up this summer, so I'm trying to figure out like, okay, how many candles do I need to make every weekend to be ready for that?
Yeah, because that show's going to be really big, right?
Yeah, it's big.
That's always our number one event.
Okay.
And like Andrea mentioned, like we're still learning how to make these candles. I mean,
Right.
there are literally cases in our studio here at the house that are just mess ups. and we just have to deal with it and be okay with still learning how to do it.
Now, if there's one that you made a mistake on, can you remelt that and reuse it?
Not normally for
No.
selling, because
Okay.
I am a bit of a perfectionist, so I don't want to put something out there that
Yeah.
I don't know. Who knows what it might do.
Sure.
And so your shop is home based then? You do everything out of your house?
Yeah, we turned one of our rooms into it's a office space for Roger, and then also candle studio for me.
Very
So that's pretty fun.
Yeah, my office always smells amazing.
Right,
Which
yeah.
is nice.
Because yes, you guys do have the best smelling candles we've ever bought.
yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Thank
great.
you.
Yeah, they're awesome. And we love the wide range of the candles and scents. We also love the stories with them. How did all that start? Like, where did you come up with the scents and the stories and all that?
Let's see. So I always really enjoyed reading. Like I'm one of those kids that would stay up late just reading stories. I liked history, lore, and ghost stories, which is what I decided to base the candles off of. Especially ghost stories, because I just like that creeping yourself out at night. And I know one of my first candles was Lizzie Borden. We went to
Boston.
Boston,
Yeah.
and we went to the
Oh.
Lizzie Borden Museum, which doesn't exist now. But it was really interesting to just hear the sides of the story. Like, did she do it? Did she not?
Right.
And then that's also a kind of a story you hear growing up with the Lizzie Borden took an axe.
For sure.
Yeah, so I just thought, like, if I'm gonna be making candles, I don't want to do something that is boring or I'm not having fun with. So I was like, I'm gonna make candles I really like and I would love to see in a store, and just hope other people like them too.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, it didn't start out with the creepy vibe and like the ghost stories that we had. I mean, honestly, the first candles were for our kid's first birthday.
Uh-huh.
So I mean, they were cutesy and they were like for the masses. But then once the business started, we realized that we got to make them to where we like them. Something that we would buy. And we don't decorate our house with the whole like family, love, laughter kind of
We
stuff.
don't either.
Yeah,
Right.
our house looks like a Halloween store, like a spirit store.
Right.
Year
We
round.
love that stuff.
Yeah.
That's what we would buy in the store, and you can't find that at those traditional candle stores, right?
Yeah.
So that's what we went after.
That's awesome. So we also got some of your melts when we were at the last event. How is it to make the melts versus the candles?
I really like doing melts. They are a little easier because I don't have to worry about doing second pours. Also because you don't have to worry about a flame, you can put different items in them, like the dried rose petals or lavender seeds. I haven't experimented too much, but I've been thinking of trying some other different items like mica glitter. But yeah, I really like doing melts. That's popular because my sister's a teacher. She likes to take all of my like little leftovers
Mhm.
and then mix them up in her little melter at school because she says the kids really like it.
Maybe it keeps them a little calm.
Yeah, yeah. She definitely asked me for lavender. Keep
And
them
so
calm.
for the melts, do you pour those into like silicone forms?
Yeah, so I put them in little forms because I just think they're funner. Now I've been starting to make my own. So I'll create the little, like the Mothman figure,
Huh.
and then I'll make a silicone mold over that. So
It's-
hopefully that'll become more of a thing.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's kind of one of the newest things is creating the actual mold.
How do you do that?
Yeah,
Oh.
talk about that because it's crazy. I'm not the artist here. Andrea's the artist, but like she's literally sculpting these molds now, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, so you can get clay and then you just kind of sculpt it out and it's oven baked clay. So once you bake it, it's hard.
Okay.
And then you just get this like squishy resin off of Amazon, which I don't have the name of it, but it's pretty easy to find. And you just mix that up, pour it over, let it harden. And then once you pop out your little figure, it leaves the, I don't know,
The mold.
the
yeah.
mold to
Oh,
fill with the
Huh.
wax.
That's
That's
awesome.
really,
So
really
you're making
cool.
your own molds too. That's really cool.
Yeah, so now
Yeah.
now we're unlimited on what we can make.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
before you had to like find the mold online, you know, but now we
Yeah.
can make whatever we want.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's really, really cool. Is so the wax melts, maybe is that your favorite item, or is there something else that you would say is your favorite?
I think now I'm starting to try and work more on the pillar candles. So I'm pretty
Okay.
excited about doing that
Okay.
and maybe finding out some new molds to create something different. So yeah, that's kind of fun right now.
So pretty much like the newest thing you're working on is your favorite thing then?
Yeah,
Yeah,
but even
I
new
get that.
scents, like even when we're saying boxes of mistakes, sometimes I'll think I have the perfect scent and I'll decide like I'm not gonna make one, I'm gonna make 5. And then I'll show it to Roger or other people and they're like, it's okay. And I'm like, oh no, now I have 5 candles no one likes.
My favorite thing though is still I love the story candles.
Yeah.
Because I'm not a reader. Like I don't open up a book like Andrea. I'm like a TikTok reader. And the story candles are great because I'm learning about some stuff just
Right.
with like a really simple to the point story.
Yeah.
And then I get more into it. So I stick with the story candles.
And that's what caught our attention too, is that it wasn't just the great smelling candles, but it was a cool story to go with
Right.
it, and
Yeah.
what the inspiration came from to make the candle. So that was really
Instead of just turning the candle over and seeing soy wax, fragrance,
yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
Or made in China, you know.
Yeah.
Kind of,
Yeah.
Exactly. And so the pillars are the next thing you're working on then?
Yeah, actually, this whole year, I'm kind of trying to do some new things just to see what might be interesting.
Okay.
So I did try whipped body sugar scrubs.
Oh.
It was good. I think I'm still trying to find that perfect recipe. I want to try bath bombs.
Yeah. What's cool about the sugar scrub though is that she put this red dye. So when you take your shower, it looks like you're bleeding.
Looks like Psycho.
Oh yeah, like the dark mica with glycerin. So it's at least good for your skin.
It sounds pretty, but it looks creepy.
Yeah, for sure.
Have you ever taken any like custom requests?
Yes, I actually just had one. So maybe 2 years ago, I did a line of Christmas candles that were based off funny Christmas movies. So not scary, but it was an elf candle, and it was world's best coffee. And someone just reached out to me wanting to order like 15 of them.
Oh, wow.
And I was so surprised because I'm like, that's like 2 years ago. I didn't even do like funny Christmas this year. So I just made a whole bunch of that and special label just for her.
I know you had a special request of the Velisca murders or something like that? Which I had never heard about.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know if you guys have.
Oh yeah, I have.
It's creepy. Like it's like seriously creepy. And I think it kind of maybe even went a little too far. We're like, I don't know, this doesn't feel right.
Yeah.
She did it anyways, but
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yes.
It's the boundaries.
Yeah, so I do kind of try to stick to stories that are at least 100 years old.
Okay.
And maybe not like too gruesome.
And maybe more like paranormal, you know, versus like Jeffrey Dahmer kind of stuff.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
So when did you both get into the horror genre? Or what drew you into it?
I think I've always liked scary movies. It's like a normal thing for me to come home from work and put on a scary movie. Even though I get so freaked out And then of course I grew up reading ghost stories. I think maybe it was just a natural thing. Like when I said, what kind of candles do I want to see? Like I wanted to see ghost stories or
Yeah.
the stories about Lizzie Borden or the Salem witch trials.
Mm-hmm.
Even though if you met me and didn't know about my candles, you'd probably not really think of me as being into that. But yeah.
Do you have a favorite movie between either of you?
I'm
Gosh.
a classic exorcist. I mean,
Okay.
yeah, anything that's like a little bit into like religion really creeps me out.
Okay.
It just gets me to the core.
Okay.
And I guess the way that I got into horror was because I'm a little brother of an older brother, and he's like 5 years older than me. So I always thought it was super cool, and I tried to kind of keep up
Mhm.
with being into that scary movie stuff that he was watching. But at the same time, it always creeped me out, and it still creeps me out. But I like that feeling.
Yeah. And then my favorite movie was probably The Lost Boys. So I like that little bit creepy, but with the funny,
Mhm.
not so creepy side.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Very cool.
Yeah.
And with the pillar, what are pillars exactly for our listeners? What is?
Oh, okay. So pillar candles are made out of a harder wax.
Okay.
They don't come in a jar. They're freestanding. You just put them on a special plate to burn.
Okay.
So they're really nice, especially because we're in Arizona where it gets
Mhm.
really hot. So they hold their shape a little more. And then there's just more freedom to kind of come up with your own design.
Okay.
And they still smell really good.
Okay.
Yeah, you're not limited either with like adding stuff to the sides, or you can add like you can carve into the pillar, you can
Okay.
add dried stuff around it. There's just a little bit more options versus the jars. But we still need to figure out like how can we incorporate maybe stories into it, or kind of give that same vibe that we've got going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, from like start to completion, how long does it take the pillars to harden?
Normally, since I do make them a lot of times in the evening, I'll let them harden overnight. The longer, the better.
Right.
Okay.
And they still do require a second pour. So you kind of poke holes, add some more wax.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Still learning, but I know there's a lot of people who like to have as little, I guess not trash, but like leftover. Like they don't want the jar. So the pillar is nice because you just, once it's burned, that's it. Like nothing to really throw away.
Mhm.
So yeah, that's why I thought it'd be interesting. But I have more jar ideas coming out too.
Good.
That's
Yeah.
cool.
Good. And are you guys Terror Trader as well? Do you have your?
No, I'm not. I don't remember if I'm on the wait list or not,
Okay.
but
Yeah, that place has really gotten popular, but we always like to participate in their sales from the
Sure.
dark side.
Yeah.
It's always a great event.
Yeah. That's awesome. Yeah. Well, hopefully we can get you guys in there soon. So
Yeah.
well, because it is nice to have that extra place where people can find you. But you are on Etsy and Instagram as well, right?
yes.
Okay.
And we have multiple events that we attend. I mean, definitely follow us and you can see what market we're at. I mean, we have a couple that I'm sure we're planning on attending, but the biggest one of the year is always Mad Monster. That's always
Okay.
big.
Yeah, and we'll post your Instagram link and everything else with the episode and all that too, so they can find you.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
all right. Yeah.
All right. And since our podcast is called Drumming Up Conversation, and it's called that because Justin is a metal drummer and he has a local Arizona band. And so we always like to ask people, the last question that we have is who your favorite drummers are.
So mine's Dave Grohl, even though he
Uh-huh.
doesn't drum as much. But no, I love the Foo Fighters. I think we've gone to 2 concerts, and
Lucky.
I rarely go to concerts, so that's like
Yeah.
a big thing.
It is a big deal, yeah.
And I don't know, who's your favorite drummer?
I guess if I had to pick one, not a metal drummer, but Tito Puente.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean,
Percussionist. Okay.
to have that energy. I mean,
Mhm.
he drummed until he died, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
and it makes you want to dance. It makes you want to move, and that's what I think of when I think of a drummer.
Very cool.
Tito.
Awesome. All right. Well, we thank you guys so much for joining
Thank
us.
you.
We really appreciate your time.
It was very informative.
Yeah.
There is so much into the whole process. It's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Absolutely.
yeah, no, I think it's great you do this podcast.
Sure. Oh, thank
So,
you.
yeah,
Yeah.
thank you
All
for
right.
having me.
Of course. Thank you
Absolutely.
guys.
Thank you. Have a good one.
Drumming up conversation.